let's move on to the next session, our Q&A.
Yeah. So why we have this session is over the last few months, we got several questions, Srikanth. Some of the questions are very repetitive. I just want to take care of those questions first. Number one question which we frequently got is this temple open? When we can come and visit the temple?
Yeah, this is like quite oftenly asked question. Tara.
Exactly.
I have seen like multiple people asking this.
That shows how many people are very much eager that the temple is there and they wanted to come and visit the temple.
Absolutely.
But the ground reality is we are not there yet.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We just launched and we are looking for everyone's support. By God's grace, she is there and she is helping us and moving in the right direction. We are still under development of the land. Very soon we are going to do something in our land so that you all can come and visit and you can take blessings from Ammavaru, Samayapuram Mariamman. But wait for that kind of communication to happen. Without that communication, I don't want any of you to go to the land after spending 1 hour of driving from wherever you are and getting disappointed like, oh, there is nothing there. Yes, we don't have anything now. We have the land, but we want to do everything in the right manner. So we will do something very soon. Please stay tuned and we will let you know. So on the next question, Srikanth, like what we repeatedly got is like, how can I donate and how can I be part of this initiative? We are very thankful for all the donors who have extended their support. The contribution can be made in different ways, financially and volunteering to some of the events.
Absolutely. And we need all this support because every drop will make it like an ocean, right?
Exactly.
So that's how we are going to achieve this.
Yes. So just to answer some of the people who are asking how to donate and how to contribute, you can visit our website arulmigumariammanusa.org. We will put that link in the description of the podcast. You can take it from there, or on the screen you can see the website. You can definitely go there. There is a button called donate and there are multiple categories there. Pick and choose which you want and where you want to contribute for this temple, and please do your contribution. Any support, as Srikanth said, is going to be a great help in our journey. Yeah, so these are the top two repetitive questions. I think we will put very soon the FAQs in our website, Srikanth, so that we can go through all of that. Due to the time constraint, let's limit some of the other questions what we receive for this podcast. So we announced people to submit their questions every month before 25th of each month, so that we can take and we can progress and we can give the response in our podcast, which will get released first week of the following month. So there are like 4 other questions which we got for the month of August. I'm going to read the first question, Srikanth.
Go ahead. I'm very excited to hear. So,
what are the Kuladevam and Kaval Devam in your temple? There are many Kuladevams. How are you going to accommodate everyone? It's a very genuine question.
It's a fair question, yeah.
And everyone wanted to know, my Kuladevam is different and your Kuladevam is different. When you say that, how are you going to accommodate all these things, right? See, we had the same question. When we thought about making Samayapuram Mariamman temple along with Kuladevam and Kaval Devam Valipadu, it is a very big area for us to cover. How are we going to get into the narrow of that few god and goddesses, right? So what we thought, as part of our religious advisors and religious followers who gave some guidance to us, let's start with some of the major folk deities and Kaval Devams, like Ayyanar, Munishwaran, Karupannasamy. Karupannasamy is already part of Samayapuram Mariamman temple. So he is there by default inside the temple. So we extended that Valibadu to Munishwaran and Ayyanar. So what we wanted to say is, yes, there are several other Kuladevams and Kaval Devams, but we are starting with them. And as we progress with God's blessing, we will be doing so many other goddess and gods for us to continue to worship them. But the plan is, when you start, you cannot give a statue way of worshipping for everyone. For example, Ayyanar. In Ayyanar, the superior of Ayyanar is Sorimuthu Ayyanar. We are going to give a statue Valibadu for Sorimuthu Ayyanar, And for all the other rupams of INR, avatars of INR, we are going to give a Nadukal Valibad, which is the stone way of worshipping the god, which is the way the people in the olden days, they worship the god in a stone form. Even now, if you go to your hometown to do a Kuladeva Puja, your parents or your grandmas, they might not have a temple. They will just take a rock and they will put manjal kungumam on it, and they will start worshipping that rock as a god, as a Kuladevam. So we will give the statue way of Valibadu for the Sorimuttu INR. I'm just giving an example, right? For other avatars of Rupams of INR, we will do a Nadukal Valibadu. Like that, we will do Jodi Valipad. If you don't know who is your Kuladevam, or if you don't have a statue of your Kuladevam when you visit there, the Jodi is what you're going to worship as Kuladevam as a starting. As we move forward, as we grow and we expand, our goal is to incorporate and make sure to get a lot of other deities and the statues of other Kuladevams. That is our goal. So it's a great question. I think we are making justice for the beginning of this journey. As we move forward, we will make sure as much as possible we will bring other deities as well.
So a lot of details, Tara. Thank you so much, and this helps for everyone to set the stage and move forward, right?
Yeah. So another question, we don't see the committee details in your website. Yes, we know that because the website we have released in a phased manner. The website is not fully ready yet. The team is working behind the scene to publish every page as we making progress. And the question is, update the details so people know who are the point of contacts of this organization. It's a very valid question.
Yeah, it is.
I just want to make one thing clear to everyone. As part of the vision and goal of our whole initiative, Srikanth, the committee, the board, this is all just for the paper.
Absolutely.
Okay, just for the paper. And we said very clearly, this is 100% a devotee-led organization. None of us carry any organization or any individuality into this. We are all devotees. Anyone can be part of this organization. That's what our stand is. At this time, just for the paper and the formalities and things like that, we have a structure, we have a hierarchy which we need to follow, and that will also help us to make some decisions, getting approvals, following the bylaws and things like that. For that reason, we are just making sure. So at this time, to make it more transparent, the organization's president is Saraswati Ganeshan, and the vice president of this organization is Vidya Adiyaman. Bala Shakti Kumar is our secretary. Taragaram Bashyam is the treasurer. It's myself. And we have Srikanth, who is our ethical advisor and one of the trustee of our organization. And you all met Saranya Gopalakrishnan, who is our trustee of the religious organization. We have a very limited team at this time, and we are growing, and we are looking forward everyone's support to be part of this organization. So that's what the committee, very soon we will make sure the website is updated.
So I like the devotee-led organization, what you said, Tara, because like all our volunteers, there is nothing from the structure side, but still they want to support and participate and be part of this temple, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
It's a great call out. Yeah.
And the next question is, what is brand representative program and how we can be part of it? As Vidya said earlier, this is one of the feedback which we try to address by appointing or by requesting our devotees who can spread the message to different cities where they live. We cannot go beyond certain boundaries now, so we limited ourselves to DFW, and we handpicked the 22 major cities within DFW, someone to come forward and be a point of contact who can take and spread this message. That's why we started this brand representative program. And as part of that program, we want to thank a lot of people. We have more than 30 people today who signed up to be a brand representative, and this team is growing, and every week 1 or 2 people are coming and telling that I want to be part of this program. The objective of this program, they are going to be a communicator of our organization, of our temple, to their local communities and friends and families who live in that particular area. Like we onboarded people from Melissa, Prosper, Selina, Fort Worth, Frisco, Plano, Copel, Irving, Mansfield, Rockwall, Fate, Forney, like that the list goes on.
People are very much excited and they want to be part of this.
Exactly, that's another very good point which you raised. I want to address that also. We are telling this is the first Mariamman temple with Kuladevam and Kaval Deva Valibadu, but I want to make it very clear for the audience who are listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
There is a temple for Mariamman in Florida, there is a temple for Mariamman in Queens, New York, and there is another temple for Mariamman in New York. What we are telling is this is the first Mariamman temple with Kuladevam and Kaval Deva Valibadu, like Ayyanar, Munishwaran, to do the Netikaran, they can come and do their offering to their Kuladevam and Kaval Devam. That kind of an environment is not there, is what we are telling. So people shouldn't mistake that this is the first temple that we are building in US for Mariamman. That is not we are trying to convey. There are temples already exist in Florida, New York and other places. What we are claiming for Samayapuram Mariamman with Kuladevam and Kaval Devam, this is the first kind of an initiative that we are doing, which we can forward or transfer to the next generation for them to do.
Thank you, Tara. Thanks for summarizing that and
Exactly.
clarifying it, right? It's basically.
Yeah, because that's a very common thing people might not ask.
Absolutely,
But they have this question, so I just want to clarify that.
No, absolutely.
Let's look at what the other question. Yeah, the other question is like, are you planning to do another Kol Trivila? And in the near future, or will it be like once in a year, like during the Adi Masam, like that time? So the question, the very good question. We
Absolutely.
want to do more of this thing, but Adi Masam is the auspicious month for Ammavaru and Mariamman. So that's the reason we started that, but it's not going to be once in a year. We are going to do a lot of things like this, but it will be more on a temple site. We are working on that so that we can engage people. They can come and they can do some like offerings and some pujas in the temple site. We are working on that. We are working with our Stabadi Ayya and our religious advisors. Once we have that setup ready, I am sure we are going to do a lot more cool Tiruvilas or cool offering prasadams in our temple site going forward. I think we are coming almost to the end of the podcast. One last thing I want to give as a message from our organization. As I said, this organization is very flat and it's been transparent and open for everyone. Like this, we are going to give a monthly feedback or monthly update to you all in two different ways. One is through our monthly magazine, Arul Mari, as Srikanth said earlier. Second is through this podcast. And if you have any questions, there are a lot of things in the social media going on, in the Facebook going on, like people are raising questions like how did this started, who initiated this and all. I would say very openly and very honestly, this is a kind of a divine message that we got in order to get this and take it to the next level. And people who were involved and why they are not here, and there are a lot of questions about coming to me directly. If you have any questions like that, please reach out to us. You have our contact details. There is an email ID. If you have any questions about any of those things, like who were there, why they are not there, how did this started, and how this message came and all that, we want to be completely transparent and sharing information with you. And we have everything to show you and to tell you what happened in the past. We don't want anything going behind the scene and people talking about it and spreading anything wrong, because this is a true initiative which is led by devotees like us. We don't want any spoilers or any bad messaging going behind us. So please reach out to us if you have any questions. And we really appreciate you all staying with us and enjoying this podcast. I hope you all enjoy it. And we'll meet you all in the next podcast.
With a lot of questions.
Much more questions. Let's see. We want to thank Saravanan from Tamil Kuil FM. It is North America's Tamil FM channel that is running, and the FM channel name is Tamil Kuil FM. It is so nice and melody to my ears when I hear that name.
Absolutely.
And he's been kind enough to extend the space and this platform for us to come and give the podcast today. And on behalf of the entire committee and our organization, we both want to thank Saravanan for making this happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Saravana.
Shravan.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
your support.